Bmorebossy, and I'm here with Freddie and Angie.
It's nice to be in front of y'all. I hope that y'all enjoyed this conversation. If anything, gain some knowledge or discover questions, gain something from this, whatever it may be.
Yeah, that's what's up. People gotta open up their minds and their hearts to be willing to accept that type of knowledge. It's not something that's gonna just be handed over. You gotta seek it and you'll find it. It's a blessing. This is a new day.
I'm here. I'm bringing real issues, real things to light. Diversity. All people are different. Everyone has different ideas. That's what I'm bringing to the table. I'm bringing diversity. What would you like to say today, Angie, to my audience?
Well, I wrote today on my Facebook that temptation is what's driving us today in society, and a lot of it comes through what we see and what we hear, and unfortunately, we need to take a moment to reflect, if that's what you want to call it, and think about where can that lead me? What are the repercussions going to be of my actions? Because a lot of the youth is not thinking about their future. They're living in the moment. And unfortunately, I'm not saying the future being too bright. I'm disappointed.
I'm definitely disappointed. People need to be accountable for the things that they do. I mean, I understand they say stop snitching, stop doing this, stop doing that. But what about other things that's going on? I want to hear what you have to say. I want to hear what you know.
We have to look at, we're not the ones that control for one thing. We got to look for, all of us need to seek a higher power. That's the only way we're going to get through this ordeal is a higher power. Now, everybody I'm talking about, we're going to all do things, that's part of humanity, doing things that the other people may not see it as the same as what they're doing, so we're going to outcast it from the beginning. But come on, we all need a higher power, and maybe we can sort through some of the lineage. We'll be all right.
Stop the violence, basically. Stop the violence.
Some people, kids today, you can talk, you can do anything you want to them. And that's what I was saying about the temptation, like she was saying, temptation can be a lot of things. Letting them have their ways, giving them things, doing things. They're not going to listen. The only way they're going to
always have to, excuse me, I don't mean to interrupt you.
No, that's what we
I always have to bring this up, and I think a lot of it is two very small, minute things. Self-respect, respect for oneself.
But that's what they lost.
Because if you respect yourself,
that's what they lost.
You will only carry yourself but to a certain extent.
Well, then people think you're hating. What do you got to say about that?
And
you carry yourself a certain way, you hating.
You bougie. You bougie.
That's what I was just saying, because you ain't part of the other game that everybody's playing. See, it's all a game, but all I say is, do you and I do me. But without the balance, okay? Without the chaos and all those things that some people add on to that now. Come on, we can take it to different levels. That's why they say, don't do the crime.
If you can't do the time.
Yeah.
That's the truth, because a lot of people be telling because they can't do that time.
Then everybody want to start crying and boo-hooing. Everybody want to boo-hoo. Boo-hoo, you shouldn't
You know
feel
what
about.
makes me laugh? The other day I was listening to some artists' music talk about how they were shooting and selling drugs, and they ain't been on a drug court a day in their life.
But see, that's the way I'm talking about. There's a lot of other ways. Like I was watching a program, this Asian girl. I've never seen it before, but the music and style, people have different. It's all about planning how people send messages through certain things. But some people need to catch on to some type of message. That's why I said, seek a higher power, and you'll be alright. All of us.
It's a shame. The other day I heard about how that guy killed this girl girlfriend or his wife and then killed himself. I mean, it's just a shame.
Yeah, wasn't that down on 4th Street?
It's just a man's. I'm not gonna say where it was because that's not here for this.
Yeah, but I'm saying
My thing is, it's gotta stop. I mean, emotions get flaring, people's feelings get hurt, then they wanna come shoot you, rob.
Well, that's
I mean, enough
something
is enough.
that people go through
You know what
every
I'm
day,
saying?
and that is annoying. But
You know, I'm
when
talking to the
people's-
community when I
when
bring this
people's
to the
being
table, and
pushed,
I wanna hear that.
when
That's
people's
annoying. That's
when people's being pushed, they're talking about we're not in control. Like I said from the beginning, we can know a person for 100 years, but do you know what they're gonna go off?
That's true. That's true.
You know, and that could be somebody close to you, love anybody.
It happens. It happens to the best.
And it's happening more today than what I remember. So
I know you've been in Reddit a long time. I know
Yes.
you're not really from Reddit, but you've been here long enough to know
Yes,
and see the
yes.
changes. Why don't you tell us about some of the changes that's
the
been
changes,
going on?
Redding has not. I don't know if it. The only thing I see as progress is institution. What
Bigger
I
than-
mean,
bigger than me.
what I'm saying, it is getting bigger. It's a money thing, and that's what in any city you go to. I'm talking about it's a nice place to live, but it's what you make it. It's not the city, it's the people that come here with the nonsense thinking that people's gonna
I'm
allow.
tired of brothers and sisters
But-
calling police on
Yeah,
one
but they
another.
thinking
They're
that
stop
people-
fighting.
well,
It's
you know-
not just them. You know, I understand they might be in control, but we're doing it to ourselves.
The more you bring people in, I'm talking about in from other areas, you're gonna create more of these problems. So these things are never, it's like a continuous, that's how they keep everything rotating. Everything
It's
just
time to go
rotates.
out there and vote for people who are going to make changes for
But
our
that's
city.
what some of the young need to do. They need to register to
And
vote.
you only have to
They
be
need
18
to try to
years
get
old to
themselves
vote.
together and try to be the next ones to step up.
There's
Okay,
an Afro Latino
hold on.
meeting at the Goggle Works Friday the 24th. Make sure you're there.
We're talking about a lot of positive things, and it all sounds real good. But the initiative, the motivation, the positive self-esteem, it's not at home.
But it has to
The
start at
parents
home.
are
What
not
do you
driving it. to
Higher
their
power.
What do
children.
you have to do? You have to start at home.
That's
Where it
what
starts at
well,
home.
that's what we're talking
Wherever
I
you
about.
have
understand
to
people
start.
have to work, but it
That's
starts
It's
at
called
home.
respect.
But that's when we come in and we also help. When you see someone doing wrong, let their parents know. Do something about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying put your hand on nobody's kids because I'm not promoting violence. I'm just saying sometimes it takes a community or they say like a village to raise a child. That's what the difference is. If you see my child doing something, don't got no business, my door is open. Please feel free to let me know. Because how they say, homie don't play that.
But some kids need discipline.
Yes, they
If you
do.
don't discipline them, it's gonna be a smirk and they're gonna do it again. So that's the
He
game that
he likes Xbox and PlayStation 3s. He better respect his elders when he's outside.
you would think so.
You see what
That's
I'm
with
saying?
anybody though, but the kids today, they're gonna be alright.
This Jordan's cost $150. I better not dare catch him disrespecting nobody. I'm serious. These kids today, the values that they have is just so unbelievable.
Alhamdulillah, my son is only 1 year old. He cannot talk yet.
But I do it too, and I gotta remember, you know what? He's a child, and maybe he doesn't need $150. I could have went to a bank account, or he could have bought some stocks with those couple dollars.
I
It's
agree
time for
with
us
you.
to think about the future.
I agree with you.
You see what I'm
This
saying?
economy is very unstable. Jobs don't want to. Health plans are horrible. The co-payments, you're paying extremely high co-payments.
Because you work
In
for a company.
reality, you don't get much back. They're cutting back a lot on 401ks. You have to. Basically, the middle class is getting screwed
It's
because.
not only the middle class, but it's the lower class as well. Because it's like you're taking jobs away from the lower class to give to the middle class so they can stay afloat. You see what I'm saying? So it's a revolving door, and then there's more people going on welfare. And I'm not knocking welfare because hey, I'm not mad at the food stamp system. You know what I'm saying? And plus, some people really do need that. You know what I'm saying? People really do need that. People are struggling to work 2 jobs, got 4 or 5 kids, but they gotta take care of their household. You see what I'm saying? So I understand that. But then there goes another person that has to go to work harder to make sure that the welfare system is there. So it's like a revolving door. You see what I'm saying to you? And I know you work hard and you pay taxes and you're trying to work for your son and yada yada yada. but when does it end? I mean, what do you expect the community to do? I mean, I'm listening. I mean, I want suggestions.
We don't unite enough.
Get at me at Bmorebossy@yahoo.com. Comments, questions, sponsors, whatever. Events you need me